everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Yazzy's World, and today I want to share with you guys how to clean apples or prep apples, clean/prep apples for an order. I have a small order of candy apples that I'm going to be dipping, and I just wanted to show you guys how it's done. We clean the apples because the apples tend to have a film on them, which helps to preserve them longer, but we don't really, that's not going to help us with the candy apple dipping process. So this apple is kind of bruised up, so I won't be using this one because once I dip it and the air releases from it, it's going to make little spiky holes, and it's not going to work for me when I dip it in the candy. So this apple won't be used, but you see this shiny film over this apple? We want that gone. We want that wax film. We want that off the apples in order for the candy to stick to the apples. So what I have right now going is a pot half full, you know, just enough to dip and be able to swirl around inside, half full of water, and I'm going to dip the apples in the water once the water starts to boil. So as you can see, to help that process, I have distilled white vinegar and I have baking soda. So I'm going to put a drop of each into this pot of water to get the process started so it can boil in the water. This is going to be our cleaning. So I just put a little bit, not too much, just like you sprinkle in salt and something, you know, just a little bit, and a little drop of distilled white vinegar. This helps to get that wax film off the apples. And like I said, we don't need too much. Then just kind of mix it in. And this is like a punch bowl spoon that I use to put the apples in and to pull the apples out. So while the water is boiling, you want to go ahead and get you a paper towel so that when they come out, you can get them all dried off, and you're going to let them sit. I usually let my apples sit for about 24 hours before dipping them. If I have a rush order sometimes, it's okay. I just go in and give them like maybe an hour to dry, and then they're good to go. So we have to, of course, pick the apples. This is a beautiful one. Has no dents. It's gonna be great. This is also another beauty right here. So apples like this is what you're looking for. If you have an apple too bruised, you're not gonna be happy with your outcome after dipping in the candy. This is another one, and I got these apples from Target. This is a half a dozen, so it's 6, so it's a smaller order. So I just went to Target and got these apples, Granny Smith, and those are fairly large ones. These are considered like regular candy apple size. I also do apple pops, which mean they're smaller. Some people might not want such a big apple. This is a good one as well. And I need 2 more. This is a great one. These are beautiful. And 1 more. Let's see. I have 2 to choose from. And every time for the most part, when I get these apples from Target, you get a good amount of them out of the pack that are good to go, good for use. So I'm going to use this one. It has a little dent right there, but it's okay. We'll be all right. It will work. So you already picked your apples out. Go ahead and have them sitting and ready. You're going to pull your stems out as well of the apples. Make sure you pull your stems out. So I'm going to go ahead and let this water concoction with the vinegar and baking soda get to boiling, and then I'll be back to show you guys the dipping process on how to clean your apples. Alrighty, so our water has came to a boil, and it doesn't have to be like this real strong boil. This right here will be good enough for a good boil. so you can dip your apples, and we don't want to burn ourselves. So the rate the bubbles are going and the boil is right now, this is going to be great for you. So because I only have 6 apples, I'm going to go ahead and dip these, but I'm going to reduce my heat. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit because I don't want to burn myself. So right now it's like on the 8, between the 8 and the 7. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it down between 6 or 7, like medium high. Not quite medium, but like medium high. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it like right there where the 6 is. So I don't want to burn myself. So like once you start to dip, you can reduce it to like a medium high. So what I'm going to do is, of course, take my punch bowl. This is what I use, my punch bowl spoon. And I'm going to nicely dip the apple, turn it. Make sure you're getting, you can kind of pick it up. You can count to like 10 seconds. And let it turn, roll around. And you can actually start to see that filminess, like kind of sweat off the apple. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Drain the water from off of it. Get your napkin or a clean cloth or a white towel or white cloth, anything. Sometimes when I dry them the second time, I go back around with like a clean, never used white cloth. I use those a lot for my apples. Just buy them and use them for apple purposes only. And what you're going to do is you're going to clean that smooth, get that wax layer off that apple. And the apples might look ashy. They might even turn off like green color, like a little brown. Does not mean your apple is no good. It means your apple is clean. So, as you can see, you don't have that super shiny film on the apple anymore. You hear that? That means your apple is clean. That's exactly how you want your apple to look. And now I'm going to reduce my heat to medium. Knock it down a little lower. You're not trying to cook the apples or make the apples soft. You just want that good hot water to get that wax film off the apples. Alrighty. Make sure you wiping it really hard. Add a little pressure. Usually when I have a bigger order, I use a white cloth. Like I said, I just go to Walmart and buy a pack of white washcloths and use them for apple purposes. But I only have 6 that I'm going to be dipping today, so I'm using paper towel. The apple is warm. It will cool down, but that's what we're going for. We want that. And I'm going to show you the difference between a clean apple and an unclean apple. This is a clean apple, and this still has the wax on the apple. So this apple is not clean. If you dip it in candy, it will slide off, and it won't, you'll be upset. You don't hear it making that clean noise that I'm getting from this apple, off this clean apple. You're not going to get that off of this waxed apple. Go ahead and dip it. Like 10 seconds if you want to count. I've been doing it for a while now, so I kind of just dip it, let it swirl around, pour a little on top, make sure I see the apple sweating, the wax sweating off the apple. Pick it up. Drain the water off the punch bowl spoon and clean that apple. If you guys have any questions or want to ask me anything, feel free to comment. I do respond as soon as possible. I won't leave you hanging. Make sure that apple is nice and clean. And this is your tip that's gonna help you realize whether you need to dip it again. Sometimes you might have to dip it again. This is gonna help you figure out if it's clean or not, or clean enough for you. So, unclean, you don't get that streaky, you don't get that sound. Regardless of how hard you do, you get a little bit, but it's not gonna come that easy. And these apples will be baby pink with a splash of gold, like chrome gold, with a bling stick. And I'm also going to do a video as well on those, showing you the process of how you, what recipe you use to get your candy, and how to dip them and dress them up and all that stuff. I will post a video soon after this one. But this is the main process, the cleaning part. Because if you don't have a clean apple, you're going to be really upset. And if you already haven't, make sure you subscribe and like my videos. My channel is called Yazzy's World because I tend to do a lot of things. I am a homemaker, a home baker, a treat maker. I post a few recipes here and there for my keto journey, and soon I will also be posting a keto journey video as well, showing you guys before and after pics, and just showing you guys my journey, how far I've came since I've been doing keto. And they say keto diet, but I say it's a keto lifestyle change because it's something that you can stick with. So this apple is clean. Two more to go. And that water's still lightly boiling on medium heat. And if there's a video you guys would like to see me do, please feel free to leave it in the comment section as well. Like I said, I'm a treat maker. I have my own baking business. So for the most part, I do a lot of different stuff. And if you would like to, you can follow my Instagram page at Unique Sweets and Treats. Or you can type in my first and last name. Oh, well, you might get a few pages. But Unique Sweets and Treats is my baking page. But my first name is Yasmine, and my last name is Smith, Y-A-S-M-I-N-E, Smith, S-M-I-T-H. And this particular page would be Unique Sweets and Treats. And then it'll say by Yazzie. You can take a look at my treats that I post. And maybe I might have something that you might want to see done, a tutorial. So yes. What we're going for with the apples. My last one, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat completely off, my eye completely off, because this is my last apple. I only had 6 to dip today. Alrighty. My little paper towel is on its last leg, but we're gonna get through it with this. The apple is gonna be hot. I've dealt with a lot of hot things for the last like 10 to 12 years, so I can handle a lot of heat on my hands. I'll just say that much. But I'm telling you, it is hot. It was in boiling water, so it is hot, but it's okay. I can handle it. My nubs are like dead for filling wise. Alrighty. Like I said, they're gonna look ashy. That's okay as the day go by. I have a big order, I usually dip 72 hours and let them sit. So give yourself 2 days, dip them and let them sit for a couple of days. You'll start to see them turn brown. Like I said, don't get discouraged. That's just what they're gonna do. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. As you can see, they get even duller as well. Duller as well. And that the texture of the outside of the apple tends to change. But this is it. I want to zoom in though so I can show you guys just how dirty the apples do get. This water is filthy. This is exactly why you want to make sure you clean your apples before dipping them in candy, because this water is nasty. It's cloudy, it has things floating in it. It's just nasty. So you want to make sure you always prep your apples before dipping. Even if you have a rush order, same day order, make sure you get those apples prepped and clean. Give them an hour to sit and dry. Give them another wipe down before you dip them and insert your sticks. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in for this video. Like I said, there will be another video following right behind, showing you guys the dipping process. Sorry, I'm trying to, there we go, sorry. Showing you guys the dipping process, a candy recipe that you can use that works. And yeah, that's about it. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, and why I keep saying thumbs up, guys. I'm so sorry. Between Instagram and YouTube, I'm like all over the place. So make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, and share these videos. And let me know if you try them. Like, tag me on Instagram or comment under your post so I can see like how these things turned out for you guys. So look forward to the next video, which will be actually showing you the recipe I use and showing you the process of dipping. You guys have a great day, great afternoon, great evening, whatever time zone you might be in. And make sure you check out my other videos on my page, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.